Howdy, Possum Patty, mug of hot cocoa, Soggy Bottom bunch back there. Oh, their Christmas tree lights aren't on. Let me take care of that right away. There. Okay, so yeah, Soggy Bottom bunch back there. Little Miss Pixie up front waiting for some more scraps for her journaling. And I've got my Christmas cardinal. And can you see that? Under the tree are some marshmallow Christmas trees. Should we try one in my hot cocoa? I don't think they're flavored. I think they're just marshmallow in the shape of little Christmas trees. Do you like marshmallows in your hot cocoa? Let's see. Oh, nice and fresh. Little Christmas trees. And I'm just going to pop a couple in there. Ooh, they're green. They're white on the inside. And they're sticky. Very sticky. Maybe they'll melt a little bit. Sugar on my fingers. I'll put these away later. Okay, so let's see. I've got my hot cocoa with the Christmas tree marshmallows in there. And sticky fingers. I just said that, huh? Okay. Well, yesterday I had a lot of fun in my Merry and Bright journal, making these little ugly stockings, which are really cute. Yes, I love how they came out. But today I thought we would have a play in the other Christmas journal, the Christmas Caravan, which is quite heavy. Of course, the cover's made out of wood. That doesn't help, right? Let me make some room over here. I've got a few pages in here to finish up. And I was thinking yesterday, right, I had the idea of making a Christmas tree from a piece of dried fern and using it as some kind of journaling card. Oh, I could put it on the back of here. I was going to journal about those little trees that Mr. Possum made. And it's kind of tall. I could cut it down a little bit and see if I can find a fern to fit on the back and decorate that. That was my whole idea. And this page here has got some of those wire brush Christmas trees on it. I don't know if I'll change that or not. Those pastel colors really don't go with this bright red and green, do they? I could put it, what was I going to put over here? Where's that little list? I was going to put the cow on that page. But you know what? I could put it on the last page. There's nothing there. It's just a big blank paper. I could make a page. I could make a pocket. I could just cut a paper the size to fit this and then somehow incorporate this, the fern Christmas tree, a picture of the little trees, and some journaling. That's a lot, right, for a page? Yeah, that's why we do pockets, so we can get more on a page with making a journaling card. I'm going to have to think about this. Well, maybe drinking some of this hot cocoa will help. Yes, nice and fluffy and melty. Just like a real marshmallow. I'm down here somewhere. Okay. I've got my notebook full of dried flowers, and I already have some ferns, but I've got my very last batch of dried flowers in my flower press that have to come out. And then I can put this away for the season. So, yes, lots to think about here. Lots to think about. Cut a paper, empty the flower press, pick out a fern to make a Christmas tree, maybe get a new background, somehow incorporate this picture, the Christmas tree, journaling, and a picture on a page. Okay, big task ahead. Come on along. One more sip of cocoa. Yes, I ate all the marshmallows. I was thinking about this paper I took out the other day, which is still sitting here. Of course, we have lights. Oh, the pine cones. See the pine cones down here at the bottom? That's what I was thinking of. I'm going to put this down on the floor with everything else that's down there. And this is not really cardstock, it's just paper. I have to cut my shape. I might take these journaling cards out for a moment. Don't lose those. Oops, gotta trace my shape. Something like that. Close enough. Close enough for possum work, right? Yep. You know what? I better leave these out until I glue that paper down. So, whoops. I know, I tend to put everything up here under the lamp. All right, we'll get to the ferns in a moment. I'm gonna work on this first. Well, if you're a new possum peep, 1,000 welcomes. And you might not have heard this story. A couple of years ago, I gave this current catalog to Mr. Possum, and I said, can you make me one of these trees? He said, oh, I'll try. And he actually cut out a couple of them. They came out really nicely. And one of them, I did put little red birds on and little snowflakes, but I also put little gnome lights and a couple little ornaments on there. Oh, that reminds me, one set of gnome lights is out. I've got to put some batteries in there. And then he made an extra one, and I decorated that as my, one side I did Halloween, one side I did fall. And I have another one that I might do spring and summer. And then this is my Christmas winter one. And he had made one more, and that one went to Mr. Possum's baby possum, right, daughter. So, yes, but last year she said it broke. Somehow she broke the top off and she gave it back. Well, first she started ripping off all the ornaments, and then she gave it back as Mr. Possum said he can fix it. Of course, he loves to fix things. So he glued it back together, and I redecorated it, and then we dropped it off at her house. So that project is done. And I thought I would make a smaller copy. See, I wanted to put this in here. It's just too big. So I put it on the printer and made a smaller copy, because this was the idea. Because the cover of this catalog was the idea for making these trees. And I did want to put this on here. And then put this on here. It's still a little tall. I don't really want this popping out. I sort of want it on the page. I could put it in the middle. I could cut this part off down here. because that's not necessary. That actually looks better, doesn't it? Yes. And then I could put a little fern tree. I'll put a little fern tree, and I'm going to put a photo. I could do some journaling. Ooh, I could have made a little flip, right? I could make a little booklet in here, right? And this could be the cover of it. And then, you know, put a little decoration on both sides. That might work. If I do that, I'd have to work on that first. Yeah, because I have to know what I'm doing here. I have to know what I'm doing. I could, just put the tree on this background paper. Make this a little flip. Put the picture and the journaling on this side. So when you open it up like this, I'll have the tree there and the picture and the journaling here. Do I want to put a background on this? This might be hard to journal on though, right? If I had maybe a craft color brown scrap. I actually think there's one in my hashtag give a scrap bag, yes. And I cut it to be a background on a page, but I didn't use it for some reason. So I can use it for something else. So I can use this as a backing. And this little brown, I can make a flap to glue down to this page. And then, I think this is going to work. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue this to the brown, cut this out, leave a little piece for a flap. I'll bend that. I'll glue it down to this. And then I'm going to glue it into the journal because I think that actually making the tree while it's in the journal might be better than trying to put it on the paper and then, you know, press the paper down and glue it in. All right, be right back. Well, the mourning dove just sang her song while I was gluing this paper down in here. The day just goes by too quickly. I don't know what it is I do all day, but whatever it is, it takes me all day to do it. So I put the picture of Baby Possum's tree. She has the owl on the top, and I put a picture of my tree. I have the redbirds, the cardinals, and just did a little bit of journaling. Any little bit of journaling is good for me because I used to not write anything in my junk journals, which was terrible because I was putting pictures. I didn't put any names, any dates. And I keep saying I have to go back and make a little index for those journals with some names and dates and places and things like that. And also, while I was gluing this down, I was thinking I only have a few more pages, but look, I can put something on the last page. Oh, maybe this will be Christmas. I can put a Christmas picture, the fam at Christmas time or something on this last page here. All right, now the idea was to make a little tree here that'll get covered up by this. I think I have some rustic pine cone ribbon maybe down in the magical basement. I might have to go down there later. And because it's so late, I am not going to open up my flower press right now. Sorry to disappoint you. I will do that. I could do that tomorrow. Maybe. We're going out tomorrow. I know, I haven't been out in a couple of days, right? I've been home, but I haven't gotten much done. I do have a bunch of ferns. I'm looking for a little one. There's a skinny one. See, I can take a little skinny one like this, and that'll look like a Christmas tree. This one's nice and green. Oh, that's a pretty one too. Let's see. Decisions. These are all ferns that I pressed over the summer. Oh, and the other thing is the ferns that are in the press, I just remembered, are the fall ferns. I got a couple of green ones in there, but I have some fall colored ferns, which is not what I want for today. Oh, there's two here. All right, now I'm going to have to clip this open. And I was saving the packages that some stickers came in for the dried flowers because they're so fragile. That's why I put Mod Podge on them when I put them in the journal. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Oh wait, unclip it for a minute. Let's see. If you pull these off, and I could use this for something else, because those look like little trees. And this is going to go here. Maybe that last one's a little wide. No, it fits. Should I cover this strip with this paper or just leave it brown? I think I'm going to take off two more. See, now I don't know if I like that brown paper there. All right, let's put these away. Okay, let's audition. Let's audition. Yes, I like that better. Yes, I do. So I tell you what I'm going to do before I glue this down. I'm going to cover this brown strip there. I wanted something plain to write on and to put those pictures, but now I don't like how this brown looks underneath my fern, which is going to be a little Christmas tree. All right, how wide do I want this? I probably want it a little bit wider than what that is. Maybe like that. This is the kind of scrap that Pixie looks for. You can see that little pine cone there. I'm gonna put that up there. Glue this down. Yes, tomorrow we have to go get a couple of things. When the fam gets together at Christmas, we do like, a fun game with the swapping of the gifts. So I've got to get two for that. And I'll probably go down to the rock shop and pick up a couple of things for the girls. Put in their little organizer boxes. All right, where did that paper clip go? Because I got to clip that back down so I don't get Mod Podge on my photos there. Oh, I just thought of something. Mod Podge tends to be a bit sticky, and I've got photos there. What if I use matte medium instead? Do I have some matte medium? Let me check. Gotta go under the table. Yes, I do. Coming back up from under the table. I have some matte medium. I wanted to use the Sparkle Mod Podge, but I'm afraid to use it with those photographs there because they're going to be on top of it like that. And this side, you can see the spores. See those little tiny dots along the edge? of the leaflets there. Those are the spores. I'm going to put it down on this side though. I should have marked how far this was going to go. That's fine. So I'm using the matte medium to both glue down the fern to the page and as a covering on top of the fern to protect it. And this is just an acrylic medium that a lot of mixed media artists use in their work for what I'm doing, both gluing down and then putting a layer on top to protect what's underneath. I do have a box of sequins, and I was thinking, ooh, here's a gold star right at the top. What else is in here? Should we put some colored ones on there? Is that too big? I wanted like little tiny things. Maybe at the bottom. Maybe at the bottom there's a little pink one. Oh, and these are sequins, so they have holes in them. That's not flat. I'm afraid that's going to dig into the picture. I could put like little gems where those holes are. Here's a red one that's flat. I might try this. I probably won't put too many. Oh, there's a gold one. There's another. I picked up the red one by mistake. There's a gold one. Save that red one in case I want to put that on there. Okay, here's a silver and a blue. Oh, green. Green. Oh, there's a little Christmas tree in here. Oh, and a little snowflake or something. Looks like a snowflake. That doesn't show up a lot, does it? Oh, here's a bigger snowflake. They don't show up very well, though. I found a shiny green one. Ooh, that one's really pretty. It sparkles. Should we put a couple more? Put a couple more. Let's see what other ones. Did I find different ones? Ooh, a little blue star. I added one more red one. I took off the snowflake because it just didn't show up. And I was thinking about putting some of this gold netting here at the bottom because this is sitting on the table. It was on the fairy table, but the fairies have moved to join all the trolls and gnomes. Something like that. Well, I have to let this sit overnight to dry. I also have to go down and find that ribbon I wanted to put on here. Just using a little Fabri-Tac to glue this down. Where's those tweezers? Okay, hold that for a second. And there's my fern Christmas tree. Yeah, so I think I am going to wash out my brush. finish my cocoa. And yeah, just call it a night for tonight. Just let this sit and dry. And we'll check on it tomorrow. Oh, I still want to empty out my flower press and see how those fall ferns came out. And it seems like the more I do, the more I have to do. That's okay. I just keep getting ideas and ideas, yeah. What was the other thing? Oh, I have to do a page about my grandniece and the fossils I gave her last year. I have that on my little note card here. Oh, and the Chick-fil-A cow. Those two more pages I want to do. So y'all have to come back now, you hear? Happy junk journaling. Bye bye.